Has your child failed to launch? It's time to parent up. Proton Man Coaching Power Tip number 1. Your kid graduated from high school. Now they can go get a job and grow up and be adults. And they're still in the basement, covered in Cheeto powder, on their phones, on video games, on social media, or on porn. Your kid knows deep down they're failing. They don't want to be a loser. Screen addiction is like cocaine, though, so they need some strong rehab. They need a strong parent. They need you. Step number 1, acknowledge reality. They're addicted to screens. It's a drug like meth or cocaine. The addiction robs them of the motivation to change. They are now socially retarded, as well as anxious and depressed. Your child's anxiety and depression isn't special anymore. It's become epidemic because of phones. What happens when big tech raises kids addicted to screens? Well, now we're finding out. Step number 2, accept the blame and prepare for battle. So admit it, you were asleep at the wheel. Now you're enabling the addiction by continuing to pay for the harmful drugs to be fed to your children. Why are you working all day to pay their bills? They're an adult. They should be contributing to the household. Are you making special meals? Are you doing their laundry? In addition to paying for their phones and paying for the drug, the internet. But this is hurting them. The mollycoddling has prevented them from getting the life skills they need to launch, and it will never fix itself. The harmful drug of screen addiction might be the only cure. It's the only motivator powerful enough to get them out of the house and into a job. So, prepare to fight for their life. Don't fool yourself. A battle is coming. Step number 3, put your child on notice. Goodbye phone, goodbye internet. So you're going to have to acknowledge your own guilt. You love them, you'll provide food and shelter until they can support themselves financially. But explain that screen addiction is preventing their needed growth. So give them 30 days before you lock them out of home internet and disconnect their phone unless they start searching for a job. We're talking like 3 job applications every week. After 90 days, they will need to pay for it themselves. Half the home internet bill, paying for their own phone, or they're permanently disconnected. So after 90 days, they should have at least a 20-hour job, a real job, not doing odd jobs or chores, receiving a regular paycheck. Step number 4 is all about you. Keep your word. Do it. If they don't really have gainful employment after 90 days, don't be a liar. You will need to disconnect the phone and disable your home internet. Yeah, your TV too. There's going to be yelling, crying, threats. You'll be super stressed out, and it's going to be inconvenient, but stay firm. You are fighting for their life. Nobody else will. And the last step, hear them, encourage them, but stay firm. Screen addiction's probably delayed their normal social development, their brain development. So their executive functioning is probably immature. They might look like they're 20, mentally they might be about 12. So they will have real anxiety. They really will be socially awkward and embarrassed. Life in the real world is going to seem mind-numbingly boring. They're used to living on a cocaine dump of dopamine from computer games and social media and phones. So hear them and encourage them, but stay firm. This is the path to them becoming independent and launching as a successful adult. Okay, in closing, I hope you enjoyed those 5 fast tips. So what's the worst that could happen? Well, as I said, if you're worried about self-harm, contact the 988 suicide hotline. Otherwise, the worst that could happen, you turn off the internet, you turn off their phones. That's like a win. Rehab begins. They might go outside, they might get bored, they'll make some friends, they might get a hobby, and they might get a job. So good luck. Go to God for help. If you would like my expanded plan with extra notes, check out my website. There's a link in my description. And if you found Proton Man Coaching Power Tip number 1 helpful, please like and subscribe, and maybe I'll make some more. Thank you, and good luck.